Welcome to the cabin. Games Workshop recently released a new version of Be'lakor, the original Demon Prince, and this version is a lot bigger than the old one. And since I haven't really tackled a big project like this on the channel before, I thought that I'd cut this one up into multiple videos. So today's part 1, which is the unboxing and also size comparison with the old model. Let's get to it. So here it is. Price tag here in Swedish, about 1,000 crowns. I got a little discount on that from a store that we have here. On the back here, you could see a few of the different versions. You could see the Intercessor as well as the Chaos Warrior here. You could do some different options around the base. It also has two different faces, it seems like. If I tilt that one up so you could see it. With three, actually. A tongue, a small tongue, and a closed mouth. Also seems like there are some differences in the skulls that you could hang here around the wings. But let's get this thing open. I can't wait any longer. Let's do this thing. Just removing this one. There we go. Now we could actually see that one a little bit better without the glare from the shrink wrap. Let's do this. I'm really excited. There we are. So first of all, we have the instructions that comes with the box. And there you have the comparisons if you want to do the Age of Sigmar version or the 40k version. Interesting, they actually start with the base before assembling Be'lakor. And here you could see the different options there. I was thinking maybe I want to magnetize him or build all the different options. It looks here as if maybe the chest piece is two different ones. We'll have to check that out as I'm building it. Here though, it seems like there's only one chest piece. 48. No, 23 and 48, so yeah. Maybe that'll be hard, but we'll check it out later on as we go. Cool. Then you have the wings. And right here you have the rules. Here's his war scroll for Age of Sigmar. Different languages there. And here we actually have the 40k rules as well. At least the data sheet. It doesn't list any of his special rules though. So maybe we'll have to wait for that one. Awesome. Here we go. The actual sprues. Let's check this out. So it seems like it comes on 2 sprues besides the base. There we are. That's a deep sprue. There's actually quite a lot. If you look at from this angle, there's a lot of space going up right here. Let's see if I can show that to you. From this side, the wings, as well as some of the rock details, actually stand out quite a lot from the sprue. Several centimeters. If I hold it like this, I think you could see that there's quite the height from the level of the sprue itself, which is not uncommon on bigger miniatures like this, just something that I was thinking about when I looked at it. So on this sprue right here, we seem to have the wings and a lot of the details on the base. There's the Intercessor, A lot of small details. There's one of the chests, apparently. On this sprue right here, let's flip that one over, we seem to have most of the rest. You have his legs, part of the wings, his tail right over here, a lot of the chains that go onto the wings. Another interesting thing is the sword here. It's cast in one single piece, all the way from the forearm to the entire sword. So that's just a single piece. There are 3 different lower faces here. Question is if you can actually do that, magnetized somehow, or if you have to choose one of his faces. I think the Intercessor and the Chaos Warrior they're probably easier to exchange. Maybe you just pin them in place, maybe you don't even have to if they fit well enough to the surface of the rock that they are underneath. So you could actually have all 3 options, no corpse, or the Intercessor, or the Chaos Warrior. That one would probably be easy, but the arm, since it seems to be connected to the chest, as well as the mouths, those seem to be a little tricky if you want to have all the options. We'll have to check it out as we're building this one in the next video. So 2 sprues is what you get in this kit. That's what you're paying for. I wonder how many components this one has. Let's check the guide here if it says. I mean, some of these go up to like number 86. 86 pieces, that's a lot for a single miniature. If you're wondering about the base size, according to the manual, this one is a 100mm base in diameter. Nothing special, just an ordinary plastic base, but of course you put the rock on top of it later, so that makes it special. Let's move these to the side here. I want to check out old Bellicor. This is a resin version, the fine cast version of the original Bellicor miniature that came out in the early 2000s for the Storm of Chaos campaign, if I remember correctly. So, I mean, if you just look at the boxes themselves, so many of these small boxes could fit inside of it. Look at the height, there's like at least 2 boxes there and almost 2 boxes this way. So it's really a big difference. You almost can't imagine that it's the same type of model that comes in these ones. But let's open this one up, let's have a look, and we could compare the different pieces together and see the size difference there. I mean, look at that. How could you even compare it? Like, it's such a huge difference. I mean, it's tiny. Look at it. It's so small. So this old version actually comes in double the amount of sprues. It has 4 sprues, but they are tiny sprues, cast in the fine cast material that Games Workshop used to do back in the day, moving from metal to resin. But I mean, this one takes up all this part of the frame, and then you have this tiny little piece of these ones right here. Base size as well, if you compare these bases together, I think it's about half size maybe. That's probably like a 50 or 60 millimeter. It seems like it goes a little bit more than the half, yeah. So maybe 60 millimeter to 100 millimeter. Looking at the sprues themselves, we could, for example, have a look at these wings compared to the new wings. I mean, just look at that. Just have a look there. That part, the large wing you can see right there, is not even the whole wing. It actually consists of several different parts you have to put together. But comparing that one to the entire wing of the old one, huge difference. Here's part of the new tail. I think it's missing its tip there. And here's the old tail, the entire old tail. Such a huge difference. Look at the swords. This one is about, what, half size? the old one compared to the new one. I think it's about half size compared to the old one. No flames on the old one either, it's just a regular sword. I guess you'd have to use your imagination for that one. Still featuring a lot of the same details. You still have the Chaos Star on the chest. The horns are of a similar design. Even his legs, like you could see over here that it's a similar pose and design of the legs. It's just really the size difference that is the major point here. I mean, looking at it, the Finecast version isn't bad. It still has a lot of detail, especially considering how old it is. But comparing the two, you could see quite a stark difference here. If you look at his loincloth here, for example, comparing the chains, the chainmail, the skulls, the hooks and everything, not just the size increase, but the fact that it's in plastic and it's so detailed. You could never dream of having Be'lakor in plastic 20 years ago, but technology really has come a long way since then. We'll have to look at that more as we're assembling and painting it, but it looks really good. I'm quite happy with this purchase. So that was the unboxing of Be'lakor. I'm really excited to get started on this miniature, but that would have to wait for the next video. So thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for part 2, where I will be putting this beast together. Please consider liking or subscribing if you found anything interesting in this video. Take care and good luck with your miniatures. I'll see you the next time. Honey, your camera just made a sound. It sounded like it turned itself off. Could you check it? Thank you. It just said clickety click, and I don't know if it's still filming or not.
It recorded 1 minute and 16 seconds.
Okay.
Can't we just put it back into the box?
Is it still rolling?
Mm-hmm.
How long has it been rolling?
Well, it just says that there's 18 minutes of filming left.
So, that's weird.
Look,
I don't know. Thank you so much. This took way more time than I thought it would.